Today I want to talk to you about the power of moving in silence. Now, let me remind you, everything you do, everything you plan, doesn't need a public announcement. Every battle you face, every victory you seek doesn't require the crowd's validation or applause. There is a sacred strength in moving quietly, guided by God and anchored in his promises. Let me take you to the book of Nehemiah. When Nehemiah felt the burden to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, he didn't jump on the first platform to share his plans. No, Nehemiah prayed. He sought God's direction in the privacy of his heart. When he arrived in Jerusalem, do you know what he did first? He inspected the broken walls alone in the silence of the night. No fanfare, no announcements, just him and God. Why? Because Nehemiah understood that not everyone will understand your mission. Not everyone will celebrate what God has called you to do. In fact, some will mock, others will doubt, and still others may actively work against you. But when you move in silence, when you allow God to direct your steps instead of people's opinions, you safeguard the sacred. Sometimes we're so eager to share the vision that we forget the vision is still in its infancy. You wouldn't plant a seed in the ground and then dig it up every 5 minutes to show people, would you? Of course not. That seed needs time to take root, to grow in the hidden soil before it breaks through the surface. Let me tell you this, the most powerful victories are often forged in the quiet. The battles you fight on your knees, the strategies whispered in your spirit by the Holy Spirit, the patience to wait on God's timing, these are the moments that prepare you for public impact. When you move in silence, you don't just protect the vision, you protect your heart. You shield yourself from unnecessary distractions and discouragement. And when God finally brings the vision to fruition, it will be undeniable that it was him, not your charisma, not your connections, not your cleverness, just him. So what does this look like practically? Pray first, act second. Before you share anything with anyone, take it to God. Let him clarify the vision and refine your motives. Discern your audience. Not everyone is ready or able to handle what God has placed in your heart. Be selective about whom you confide and choose people who are spiritually mature and genuinely supportive. Trust the process. Just because no one sees the work doesn't mean the work isn't happening. Stay faithful in the hidden seasons because that's where God does his greatest work in you. Let me close with this. Moving in silence isn't about secrecy for secrecy's sake. It's about alignment with God. It's about saying, Lord, I trust you to reveal this in your timing, not mine. And when the time is right, is right. When the time is right, the world will see the fruits of your obedience. But until then, stay quiet, stay focused, stay faithful.